Have you heard about Bhetayo app? It's an all-rounder platform that provides professional services for your household and business needs. Download Bhetayo and use the code ONAIR and get 25% or up to rupees 500 off on all services. Abba, no jhanjat at all.
Museum going culture, it was never in our society. Museum going, if you go to the European countries, आमा बाउहरूले पनि चाहिँ विकेन्डतिर चाहिँ बच्चाहरूलाई चाहिँ म्युजियम लाग्छ अनि चाहिँ नि बच्चादेखि नै चाहिँ नि आर्ट हिस्ट्री पढाउँछ नेपालमा चाहिँ नि we end up studying, I mean, like I studied in Darjeeling. So even when I studied in Darjeeling, we were taught more about the Western art rather than Asian art or Nepali art or Indian art. So sad. I mean, I knew who Picasso was. But if I ask any Nepali, अहिले पनि बाटोमा गएर चाहिँ नेपालीलाई सोध्यो भने चाहिँ नि नेपाली आर्टिस्टहरूको नाम थाहा छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ अर्नीको नाम भन्दा the poor guy, he lived and died 1200 years ago. I mean, in the 12th century. अहिलेको करेन्ट आर्टिस्टहरूको नाम थाहा छ they wouldn't know. And that's sad. And it is not their fault. It is our system's fault because we never give importance to art and culture. We become very complacent. अब हाम्रो भनाइ नै छ कि नजिकको देवता या चाहिँ नजिकको मन्दिरलाई चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ नि हेप्छौँ भनेर. And that's what it is. We become so complacent कि चाहिँ नि इभन मैले चाहिँ नि MoNA खोल्दाखेरि पनि चाहिँ नि म्युजियम MoNA खोल्दाखेरि पनि चाहिँ नि actually when I first opened the museum, I opened the museum for the Nepalese people, not even for the foreigners, because I wanted the Nepalese people to come and visit and see. And when I opened the museum also, it was actually dedicated for the living artist. I didn't even want to touch old art. पुरानो एन्टिकहरु चाहिँ मलाई इच्छै छैन. So we dedicated that museum to the living artists so that नेपाली मान्छेहरुले चाहिँ नि बिस्तारै चाहिँ नि नेपाली आर्टिस्टहरुलाई चाहिँ चिनोस्, जानोस्, भेटोस्. So that Nepalese आर्टलाई चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ नि नेपालमा मात्रै होइन कि चाहिँ इन्टरनेशनल प्लेटफर्ममा पनि कसरी लाग्ने. हैन, because our artists, I swear to God, they are one of the most modest, humble artists in the world. These guys really, really paint with their heart. I've seen art all over the world. And most of the places, they become very commercial. The Nepal artists, I think where Nepalese art is going, I think we are going to be one of the greatest artists of the world. We already are. We just not had the right platform. And that's what MoNA is trying to do. Not only to have exhibitions here in Nepal, but also to have exhibitions all throughout the world. So we are planning to do this really big exhibition in Dubai in September, end of this year. So it's going to be like a Nepal Art Week we are trying to do. We are trying to collaborate with Dubai Foundation, Art Foundation, and they're going to give us a space for about 10 days, a huge space in Dubai for free. And planning to take about 12 to 15 artists from Nepal and do an exhibition. So that is also in one of the pipeline.
This program is brought to you by Vyas Studios. Thank you very much for supporting the podcast so far. And if you want to see more content, more shows, then make sure that you subscribe to our channel.